Here we go. Inferno coming up. sAw on the T side start. FlyQuest going to show us what they can do on the defense. You've got Vexite coming out with dual Berettas. A little bit of util here for Dexter, including a defuse kit. And here comes the peak. Liaz out through the bedroom window, down into second middle. And Roman with the opening headshot here for sAw. Ins with a great shot back. Nice little peek down middle. And another shot this time from Regali, who's got a double on the top mid play. So FlyQuest, comfortable pistol round so far. Looking to try and close it out with limiting the casualties. Story and Materis having to go back to B. And there's a more passive setup here. Inns is going to be playing all the way back through CT, peering over towards Materis, just running in. And he doesn't let him get across.
Yeah, really nice passive setup as well. Pretty safe from Inns, knowing that in a 4-on-2, you don't actually have to defend the bomb site. So good decision there. And Story's going to take this at a slower pace, but there ain't no chance he's winning this. He's got plenty of time on the clock, just no HP.
Got picked up by OG as a stand-in last Dallas, and or maybe the Dallas before that. It's been a while. And found himself a main spot in that squad. Didn't go on to do a whole lot, but gained some valuable experience, I'd imagine, Jason.
We'll bring this clock down to about 30 seconds before it fades away.
Yeah, they come up towards long side. Regali tucking the cubby. Great flashbang coming in just to save FlyQuest here, and they all line up. FlyQuest deal with it with ease. And now it's Story and SHR continue to try and get into this B bomb site. Rotation coming back over from Inns. He'll play from CT spawn. Smoked out. Oh, gets destroyed through the smoke, in fact.
Yeah, knocked the Observer out of the game, I think. Oh. SHR going to now push forward in towards Temple. Or in towards Church. It's not a temple. It's a chapel.
A chapel of ruins, as we like to call it.
Don't forget the booze and cigarettes.
Never forget those. Otherwise, you'll be disliked at the party.
They've got smiles on their face, too.
Yeah, they should have smiles on their faces. They're winning.
Everyone's having a good time out in Romania. Ooh, banger. Nice shot from SHR. Opens up Banana.
Not a good time for Inns. Or Regali to kick off round 5.
Yeah, that's a really rough start to lose 2 players in this fashion so quickly. Vexite is under a lot of pressure here in Banana.
Ooh. He's got to go huge here. He's got to go absolutely massive.
So if you're sAw, you're loving this. You get a round win. All 5 players survive.
Yeah, you don't even have to fight.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be motivated to hunt either. You want to preserve the economy. So first round, it's going to be 4-1. Finding some early picks on Inns and Banana, and Regali peeking down middle with the AWP. Off battle won by Story, at least in the early go, and let's just call it 1-0 for now.
Well, you said you liked what you've seen from sAw yesterday. What did you like?
I like them playing their mid-rounds very slow and cautiously, and a lot of that success came off the back of maybe finding some early picks or at least 1-for-1 trades, but playing the mid-rounds very intelligently, despite the fact that, as we know, it's a dead team walk-in, which makes me happy that knowing like you're still actually fighting for the win, you're not just going through the motions. I thought that was a very cool sense, the way that they called the T side and kind of pumped the brakes from time to time. So that'll be something that FlyQuest has to deal with.
Lining up on top of first oranges. Here comes the rotation in from Inns. And SHR, not looking the right way at all. Doesn't consider first oranges at all. Was preoccupied but other angles. Perhaps the sound distracted him towards CT. But with 25 seconds left, FlyQuest up a player, and it's only getting better thanks to that push from Inns. But an important shot from Story. The smoke at CT removes Dexter, and now Vexite double-naded out of position. And fantastic work from sAw in the dying embers of the round to get into the site. Bomb is going to go down. 2v2 retake now for Regali thanks to that shot.
I think FlyQuest is way too eager to swing into that fight before they're actually in the bomb site as well. Good positions in the post plant for sAw. Roman just waiting along the wall. Liaz going to be tasked with clearing this out, but the timing of this peak is going to be everything, and bam! He's done. Regali can move no further forward. AWP is a priority, and he backs off, so a second round for sAw. With that flash coming up mid. So a passive defense from FlyQuest in this round. Doubled up towards Pit. One player over in library to watch rap side. He's going to shift into the bomb site as this smoke goes down. The avenue for a B split is available to sAw if they identify it. But they're going to have to execute through this smoke because that just goes down now at 35 seconds.
Regali chiming in with the AWP, the opening kill of round 7. Again, FlyQuest picking it up in the final 25 seconds, but that didn't matter much in the last round. sAw still have a chance to flip this back, but it's tough because they're not finding a kill. And Regali's just fragging out. He's got Dexter in the bomb site. Now Lias peeking from pit. The setup for FlyQuest was too strong to break apart even in the dying seconds. And Story's going to back away and try and save that sniper. So 5-2, FlyQuest back to winning ways.
The setup was strong, and the understanding of the situation was really good from FlyQuest as well. With all the smokes down, you know, over at Halls, you had one up in lane as well.
Again, it's Story finding some impact here for sAw. Boosted up atop his teammates' heads. Worked out pretty well for Story, but he continued his charge, and Vexite did not fall back far enough for Story to get the space he intended. So trade comes in pretty much immediately here for FlyQuest.
Yeah, really good equalizing kill. I don't think sAw expected any follow-up aggression. Flashbang takes SHR off the angle, and Regali wins the battle as he crouches into the peak. But over towards the A bomb site we go. The final play, as Agile has walked out Halls, calling pit clear, calling the bomb site clear, calling that everyone has rotated. The only defender is Lias, and he's sitting in the cubby on rap side mid. So a free access to a plant for Roman.
Molotov coming towards Dexter. He's going to drop in behind it and play from library. That plant now being secure for sAw. 4v3 as FlyQuest have lost the advantage now thanks to Agil. He's got a strong position up in Graveyard. And FlyQuest still have 2 players trying to get out of library. It's going to be tough here as time will start to tick soon. They've got to take some steps towards the bomb site. Dexter making that move now. Agil's changed his position. Great turn back from Dexter. And now he spots out Agil inside of the pit. He knows who that second player is. Silky movement from Dexter as he jumps up on top. He's going to let his teammate deal with that threat down below. Surely he's going to do it, but Agil actually won that fight on the flick upwards, and Dexter falls to Mutiras. So the post plant goes the way of sAw.
I think, again, if you're sAw, I mean, you're worried about a stack, right? But you might end up just kind of, especially if you have this clear vision, you might just spend a lot of time just waiting for a peek. Story's going to hold for CT spawn. You have an AK peering into the bomb site. SHR going to start moving up with the cover of that AWP. Smoke has come out as well towards coffins. As long as you clear Regali, there should be no significant issues in this round.
SHR stepping up to the mark, and he will clear Regali. Problem on the swing, even while blinded, able to get a follow-up kill. Story's got him covered on the trade. And Vexite and Lias separated completely. Lias has an AK-47 in his hands. He's going to be making his way back through the archway, through CT spawn. The only threat here now is Vexite. He's at second oranges with a USP. Oh my god. Okay, well, he's actually got a kill out of it, Jason.
Oh.
What? Mutiras? What happened? How have you let that happen? Vexite has an AK. Suddenly a chance for Lias to win this, coming back with the AK-47. And he's going to play towards CT spawn. Story desperately looking for him, and you cannot do that. You cannot let a round like that go. The USP goes unchecked. Miracles happen, and FlyQuest given 6 rounds off the back of it. sAw need to answer back, and they need to do so immediately here.
Good trades, good hold up top banana so far from FlyQuest. That's an important kill from SHR, but one more player. Dexter is here to keep the advantage over to FlyQuest, and he knows no point in being aggressive because you'd give up the whole bomb site, so Roman slides in. He wants a duel. Not finding anything against Dexter. He'll find Regali on the other side. And actually, it is Dexter on top of coffins. And this time, there's no chance for Agile to create an opening on the other side of the map.
Miracles happen, and FlyQuest given 6 rounds off the back of it. sAw need to answer back, and they need to do so immediately here.
Good trades, good hold up top banana so far from FlyQuest. That's an important kill from SHR, but one more player. Dexter is here to keep the advantage over to FlyQuest, and he knows no point in being aggressive because you'd give up the whole bomb site, so Roman slides in. He wants a duel. Not finding anything against Dexter. He'll find Regali on the other side. And actually, it is Dexter on top of Coffins. And this time, there's no chance for Agile to create an opening on the other side of the map.
I remember watching some of the old tournaments and just seeing people play with headsets around their neck, Jason. I was just like, what is happening here?
Yeah, that's old school. When mics and headsets, was super old school. When mics and headsets weren't good enough, you had to get a decent mic around your neck and a decent headset on your head. You could never find 2 in 1.
It looks so ridiculous. There goes in, straight down into Banana. Okay, SHR coming out on top of that fight with a Tech 9, and Vexite able to respond immediately.
I guess he thought that, uh-oh, this is weird. This is weird, they're so close. Okay, there's Liaz. Did they try and do a reverse boost from the T side, and he spots it out and spammed right back in return. Some really fortunate trades from both teams in this round through smoke. And for the first time, I think we have a round that kind of breaks out of the standard timings that both teams have been running to where there's just confusion about what comes next.
Regali to go massive from the pit. His first shot has got a hit, and it misses it. But the response is swift until he's blasted out of the pit, and now with 40 seconds left, it is a post-plant situation where FlyQuest have to come in on the retake with 2. It's got a little bit of util. That's all on Vexite.
That's a hard.
That really is all on Vexite.
That's a hard fight for Dexter to win against an AK-47. That's a really rough one to commit to.
Let's see if we can clear this on the right side. Matiras tucked in the corner. Vexite silently getting into the site, but Matiras moves into the open, and a 5th round at the end of the first half secured out of the T side of sAw. Just boosting their teammates up into the bedroom. It's Dexter looking to do some of his best work in there.
Hey, Dinko.
He heads down to the boiler room. Liaz's turn. Getting ever closer to the setup designed to deal with the attack. It's Story playing on the balcony. Agil down in the pit. And this Molotov is about to heat things up. Here comes the charge. The Aussies running in. Looking to do battle with the emus, and they've got themselves headshots locked in. Follow-up kill for Dexter inside of the site, leaving Roman and SHR in a 2v4 that is unrecoverable. FlyQuest with the pistol victory to kick off the second half here.
You got me now, Dinko?
Yeah, you're back, Jason.
I'm back.
That was lonely.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I thought we were gonna have to like work with a chat the whole way through there, Jason.
No. I come back quick.
Yeah, you do. You come quick, Jason. All right.
It's a logical place to take that, yeah.
The second half is quite a convincing start there for FlyQuest. Jason, what did you make of the pistol? Did you get to see it? Or
no, I was fixing the microphone, but I was in my head thinking that's now 2 pistol rounds won by FlyQuest. I didn't see the style in which they've won this second one, but both pistols here on Inferno, that's going to be quite nice for them. It's given them a huge advantage moving forward into the map, 8-5. We'll see if they can build up some momentum and close this out quick. And Agil with an MP9 to defend.
Liaz, 6 shot to the Agil going down, and here comes the put. Oh, Regali just jumping into the 5-7 and gets a double kill. Story ends the chapters of 2, but here goes Ins inside of Banana. Roman to come around the corner. Oh, God, it's not clean at all.
We don't like that. Okay.
We do not like that.
Now I'm nervous.
FlyQuest, they've got Liaz extremely low in HP, so Vexite, it's on you, buddy. You got the heavy lifting to do here.
And he's got nobody.
Try and close out this mess.
He's got nobody to spot if they really come through the smoke. Okay, Liaz is just repositioned over towards small pit, so now you have a defender. So Vexite can be the main defender of this retake.
Well, he's defending his teammate. They know exactly where he is now, but he's gone, so it's all on Liaz to close it out. 22 HP, just hiding his head. But is there time for Matiras with no kid on his back? Look how far he had to run deep into the site. No time, no way. But that was so close.
Yeah, they get away with one there. Ins is going to be like, that one's my bad. It should have never been this close. Missing the kills as they walk down Banana is a crazy spray to see miss. But yeah, I mean, this is much different than the T side of sAw, which we saw kind of ping-ponging between the bomb sites, applying pressure both which ways. Now FlyQuest is just like, take Banana, let the clock run down, let them use utility, and then we're pulling the trigger on this hit. Here we go. Ins blinded. Once that first entry, the boost up is effective though. SHR finds one and Roman grabs the second. So FlyQuest in a bit of an issue. Now it's a massive issue in a 2v4.
Yeah, well, Vexite, he's pulled them into unthinkable round wins before. 9 seconds though, and that CT push. Oh my god, he nearly got back to it, but smokes fade away. Time was ticking away.
They've taken control of A-holes as well, but not applying a whole lot of pressure. So Roman's able to keep smoke Molotov until just now. SHR has smoke Molotov behind him. These B defenders have just about everything they need to stall out this attack, although a peek. And now that utility that was left in the bank is gone. Reinforcements nowhere close. It's Mutiris coming with one flashbang, but it's not going to be in time to save his teammate, and that's the round. I wonder if there was a miscue or a miscommunication, because even I was caught off guard. Roman used his smoke for the half wall when FlyQuest was, I thought that would be for the choke point. And that's like 48 seconds. You put that smoke down at the choke point, you've got another smoke and 2 Molotovs. You can stall out the whole round. I think that's a big mistake out of the sAw defense. And I say that because I wonder if SHR swung thinking that there'd be a smoke blocking that vision. Early
yeah,
smoke.
We saw, like I said, at least I've got everything, Jason. You know, I've got a good buy here. This is the last real attempt of Inferno for the CT side.
Yeah, and let's see how this round plays out. I mean, they could choose again. Oh, that's brutal from Dexter. Another opening kill found over the top of smoke. Oof. I think it all depends, because I mean, this could be another round where if sAw just lose the grip of it in the first 20 seconds like they did in the previous round, they could just call for a save of some of these weapons and try again in the next one. But you're right. If this is a comprehensive victory, if FlyQuest take everything away, there's no cash to replenish the buy.
SHR. Ready. And he's got a second with a great reposition down below into the mini pit. He's not alone. Regali jumps on his head, and he could get a second here as well, and that's exactly what Regali does for his squad. FlyQuest staring at map point if they can make this work, but Roman rescues them with the triple kill right at the end. It is 11 rounds still for FlyQuest. They thought they were about to get 12, but Roman steps up.
Yeah, they assumed that everything was going to be clear after getting those kills in pit, that they had plenty of time to position. A massive mistake, and it's given sAw a new breath of life.
Oh. Straight through that ball of banana smoke. Roman continuing to frag out.
They still have no idea that SHR has pushed up the logs. So, I mean, if they come into this thinking they want to force Roman back, they can get caught off guard very, very easily. They still show no indication they're even concerned about it.
Yeah, they're not going to check him. They're not going to check him at all, and that's going to cost them 1 life and possibly even a second here as that grenade goes around the corner. They won't finish off the low HP player of Liaz, but SHR will be happy with this 1 kill and upgraded weapon into the AK-47. 45 seconds left in the round, and FlyQuest thinking about going into the A bomb site.
They might want to think about
it's not going to get any easier for them.
They might want to think about just holding on to these guns. They have no money either, although I guess, you know, you want the bonus cash.
So here they come into the top mid fight. You've got Mutiris playing in towards Cubby. Story still at short. It's going to be hard to break through the defenses here. Mutiris gets his one at long side. Story at short, and Regali has no other option. He's got to save that AWP with a bomb on his back. So heads all the way back to spawn, hops up into the T apartments, and we're looking at 11-10. sAw not done yet.
In some ways, this is kind of the big difference. The biggest change in the jump up is things like not making these kind of, you know, end of game kind of lazy mistakes. One, lack of clearing mid, one kind of losing your focus when the bomb goes down by ins. Roman's able to save the round, which shouldn't even be possible, and all of a sudden sAw is on the verge of tying up the scoreline, and you're out of money to soften up these FlyQuest players. 3-man defense at the A bomb site. I think it's a good call from sAw. They're like, you guys haven't been able to take over the A bomb site, so we're not going to be super concerned there. We want to shore up the B bomb site early. Flashbang to swing. Ins blinded, gets 1. But Dexter had just come through the smoke. Oh, and over the top, Mutiris gets another one. That's the round. And that is sAw getting up to 12.
Oh, Mutira is just murdering them all as they come through the top banana smoke. There's no problem for him. He even gets to switch out. He gets to recover. I don't know how he gets away with that third kill, but Mutiris might have just done enough to win Saw this map here. Vexite and Lias have nowhere to fight, nowhere to run and hide. This is going to be 12-11.
Roman knocked out all their mojo in that round. Like this is a completely different FlyQuest in these past 4 rounds than we saw before that. Library smoke as Story shifts over with the AWP. Mutiris going to chuck out a nade from behind the smoke. And Saw, they're going to defend against this thrust on Rap side.
Story waiting for the peak. He's got to become a more supportive element and throw flashes for his teammates, but he comes back to plug the gap. It's one for Story. Looked like he was going to get away with a second, but not to be. And he goes back to the apartments, but it's Lias with a shot through the slither. Roman coming in again. Can he be their reckoning once again? He has to be if they want to close it now in regulation for Saw. FlyQuest have stayed in this one. 3v1 in such a difficult retake ahead of Roman here.
Yeah, this is not going to be any magic from Roman. They already knew his position as well. This time he's not going to confuse them with any kind of a fast flank. They know he was over in arches. 1v3. You have the entirety of this smoke to set up in the perfect crossfires. There should be no chance.
Oh, he needed that instant headshot, and it's not going to happen for him. They know exactly where he is. They all focus in on his position, and FlyQuest extend play. We need the bonus rounds here on Inferno.
Has passed off all of his utility. No smoke, no Molotov. So as long as FlyQuest doesn't take damage to this AWP at this point, they actually have a pretty decent advantage to pick up the pace and catch a timing.
Grenade lands in the middle of the pack as they begin their attack into B. It's Vexite charging forward. The sharp tip of the spear, but Story will blunt Regali on his push forward through that smoke and then dive back into the cover, shrouded by the smoke itself. It is Roman and Story unraveling FlyQuest. It's all Lias left alone, and he needs to lift himself up, but there's no chance. Too many targets coming from too many different directions.
Relatively flimsy if they're able to come up short with these positions.
The shot from Story, that is what you like to see. Story to drop Regali.
This AWP is really having impact in overtime. Obviously, that previous round was awesome from Story. Now, again, you find an opening kill, and a kill that forces FlyQuest to fall back into the aggression from SHR, who yet again is going to get a double kill. That's nasty. Round's done. 14-12.
Yeah. SHR seems very comfortable in that bottom banana position, doesn't he? Well, shuffling through the grenades, Regali, and tossing the responsibility of the bomb elsewhere, and then he'll throw utility for his teammates. 55 seconds left. FlyQuest applying some pressure into its A. You can see how battered and bruised they are, even in overtime economically. Story pulls out the first shot, 5-7, as he doesn't fall back. He stands and he fights and finally removed. But is it enough here for Inns as he charges into the attack? SHR through the archway. And it's all over, really. It feels like it's done.
Now I don't even know anymore.
I think it was Lias. But don't worry. It was
so I was right the first time.
Don't worry. Yeah, don't doubt yourself, Jason.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Say it with confidence.
Good shot. Story up on top. Inns gonna go down, and we've got an advantage here for Saw to close out this map, and this would be a devastating finish for FlyQuest on their map pick. They had so many chances to feel strong, especially in regulation. It looked like they were gonna get the job done here on Inferno, but with a Roman round and the comeback that ensued.
Well, also, Story's just elevated his game once we hit overtime. This is a really nasty sequence. The first 3 rounds in the first half, and now this one with another kill with the AWP. Let's see, can FlyQuest hold it off? Utility set up for the B bomb site. There is a smoke in their face, so Saw not challenging just yet.
And they count through the smoke. Roman sculpted by the molly for the time being. Oh, Vexite, that's more like it. 3K in the round so far. He's done everything for FlyQuest. Quells off the attack from Saw. Akil finally arriving. Good kill. Vexite blinded, pinned in the corner. Still 40 seconds to make this happen in a 2v3. And Dexter's up next. Regali peeking into it. Story's connected the shot, but Regali and Dexter combine. SHR throwing the molly in towards top banana. Here comes Vexite on the charge down banana. burns a little bit. He was the devastating factor for FlyQuest in the previous round. Well, he's gone. No kill this time. And sAw have the player advantage, the opening kill, and a step in the right direction to try and close this one out. BTarena is taking some damage from his teammate. Oh, but they're still pushing. They're still pushing towards ins. He's going to do very well to stabilize for that one kill, and he wants to stop them from coming around that corner.
It feels like sAw is just overly eager to like build a, like they got an opening kill. They had a 5-on-4. You don't need to press this aggressively to try and find a follow-up or to try and gain some space off of it. Now you've taken tons of damage on MUTIRIS. You're down into an even situation, but good progression up short. liaz did not realize they were that close, and now he's stuck. Cannot re-peek, so Regali bails him out of a tough spot. Double kill.
Ooh. He gets away to short side, but those kills come back right away. Roman and MUTIRIS, the old dogs, teaching new tricks. And it looks like this one should still be over for FlyQuest, even after the heavy lifting from Regali. There's still time. 35 seconds with the bomb down in the site, but there's the chance. If Roman can win this fight, but he won't. He won't win that duel against Dexter, and the low HP of MUTIRIS finished off by the in-game leader of FlyQuest. And we are not done, Jason. Agio walking down the hallway. They've got liaz waiting inside of pit. Looking to combine with his teammate within the bomb site. And it's ins waiting with the rifle. And they can call over Dexter to help out. liaz takes first contact and takes the first kill. What a shot from sHR looking into the bomb site. liaz, though, letting them live. And it's now a 2v2. 45 seconds left. FlyQuest still in this thanks to liaz. But it's still got to be a retake. It's still got to be a successful retake of that A-bomb site, and that can be easier said than done.
Well, you've got smoke Molotov on Regali, so you can actually create some cover for you. The AWP is going to hold the line from library, allow Vexite to rotate around brackets towards short, trying to find the information of these players so we can pass the information on, but now the clock is so deep. I don't think there's a chance.
Flash into the pit. Vexite uses that flash to move into the bomb site, clear the site, but doesn't find anybody. They've got to get on the defuse, and it just is not going to happen here for FlyQuest. Roman, the man to close it, and sAw get it done. And the final opportunity in overtime one. A flawless CT side. They just needed one T round, and eventually they get it. They take FlyQuest's map pick away from them.
Mid to be split, you'd imagine. Smoke Molotov on Roman.
Flash goes through the mid doors. Nice satisfying bounce through the gap. Heads into the open. Flash coming in. In's going to peek into the open. And a good headshot on towards Roman. Traded out by Story. Here comes another push through the CT smoke. Is Dexter up next? And using the distraction of his teammates. Bullets coming out. How was that happen? 2 kills come in. sHR runs out of bullets. His teammates going down. Knives around. Oh my god, this pistol round is chaos. What? He's out of bullets. Oh my god, he's out of bullets, Jason. What did we just watch?
I have no idea.
Well, I mean, that is certainly a way to start the game. Let's see if Story can keep it cleaner this time, though. Regali at Goose Shadow. Oh my god, Story still wins the fight. AK better than M4.
Regali can't believe they walk all the way up catwalk without making a noise, and Dexter can't believe nobody's watching for that jump up. It's going to be a nice opportunity. 2-for-2 trade into a 3-on-3 retake. There is no kits on the CT side. They must find these kills.
Well, there's a kill found by Vexite. Grenade goes right in the middle of the bomb site. Really shouldn't allow this one to get out of hand, but Roman, 1v2, comes out with a scout, and here comes the Deagle now. Got smoke. He's got temporary cover. They're chasing him down. They're hunting him down, and eventually bullets will penetrate him. Defuse collected here for Ins. He's going to stick it all the way. Agio getting himself out long. He'll play up towards the blue bin. And he's not going to stop. He's still going for this. Did you burn the peanut butter jelly sandwich, Jason?
I think that was I think that was my fire alarm. I think it's like the...
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did you burn it?
No, I think it's the almost out of battery situation.
Oh, okay. Well, you need to check that, Jason.
Yeah, apparently.
Gotta make sure you stay safe. I thought that you left the toast in the toaster, and that would have been disastrous.
No, man, but a grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich is pretty god tier. It's severely underrated. Here's a grenade going out towards blue bin. Roman Roman chunked down, Molotov as well, extinguished by the smoke that had already come out, and FlyQuest has no issues handling this. There goes Roman.
Yeah, they really don't.
Yeah, it's a nice, comprehensive, clean victory in a round where you absolutely needed to build up your economy. So the aggressive force buy decision from sAw doesn't pan out. No kills throughout the entirety of the round, and it's a 3-0 start.
And Roman will go back up short with his teammates. Although eyes are on this, the AWP of Regali ready for the short extension. Catwalk execute being deployed. Roman to set out the smokes. Under 1 minute left on this clock, and a double burst onto Roman. Here comes Dexter, his turn to chase down Vexite. He's got one pick here.
Dude.
Dexter not slowing down. Roman heard it, but Dexter just chases him right through the smokes, and then what? Jumps down. Superhero drop in from Dexter, and FlyQuest cleaning up. And the conversation had with Golden gives sAw way back into this one.
All right, utility over long, but no one's utilizing it. And some upper dark aggression. This could be exactly what sAw needs. They've got 3 players here who can deal with the issue, but unfortunately, Regali finds the pick. Vexite tries to gain some space, making the assumption that on a default, it would just be 1 player in upper dark, and he gets punished. Punished for being wrong, but look at the flank out long. Dexter, once again, little Mr. Sexter is keeping up his proactive nature.
Little Mr. Sexter. Here he is, and, well, turns out to just be a pest as Materis turns around and slaps him away.
Nade into the smoke at the mid doors, and once again, a little bit of a lurk off catwalk. That's Aggiel making his route all the way up towards Goose. Nobody's home. Nobody's watching this. Liaz is going to get caught with his pants down, and that's no fun.
No, not at all. Aggiel, there we go. That's definitely a kill. A second, though. Not as expected, but certainly effective at that kind of range down CT. So Golden's got the calls, man.
I think they've cooked a little bit too hard, FlyQuest. Feeling confident on this 6-0 start. The upper push, the flank from long A that goes the other direction. A lot of aggressive pushes, and I think their defense just kind of lost its foundation beneath all the aggressive stances. It's not the time to peek, though, when you realize the utility is up blocking them from catwalk, so it's a really easy thing for them to just turn around and look for the flanks. Vexite goes for it anyways.
Got better timing.
Yeah, the timing of him jumping up is brutal. No, Nade in hand, speaking of timing, easy entrance out towards long, and again, this A defense is so weak because they control nothing.
23 seconds left. The bomb now making its way up long. Aggiel gonna smoke out the cross. Low HP on Dexter inside of the site, but none of those lethal grenades being used towards his position, so it's all about bullets, and Materis will provide those. Comes up through short, 9 seconds. Bomb plant's got to come in real soon here. And Roman now arriving. The fire not going to tickle him enough, so he'll still get that plant, and Vexa even goes down. They win on elimination.
Oh man, that round, I think FlyQuest, just by a lack of information of what was happening out towards long, just get completely ruined in the way they were defending the A bomb site.
The peek in from Story. Nice flick. Nice reaction on towards Ins. Vexite holding on. He hasn't really got too much cover, but he's doing so much work. And that grenade goes right towards Story, and 14 HP left on the AWPer. Vexite loses his teammate in Ins and then steps up on his own to block them out.
Well, that's very necessary, that kind of performance from Vexite, especially in a round like this where your economy's getting chipped away. You've lost 2 rounds in a row. Good time for him to step up and slow down that B hit. That's very dangerous with the pick coming out towards Story's AWP. So up catwalk we go, and this has been a weakness, but FlyQuest, they seem to be very cognizant of the fact that catwalk is going to be a point of attention. And this time they handle business with no problems. 3 kills for Dexter, and it's 7-2.
Yeah, they've only got a couple of smokes, so perhaps feeling limited with the kind of cat execute they could have put down, but here goes SHR in towards the B-bomb side attack. Ins is going to peek up and get punished by Story's scope. He was waiting for him the entire time. Strong position yet again from Vexite. Will it be another Herculean hold? As he waits behind the boxes this time, Story quick scopes him out of there, and the plant comes in just in the nick of time. So Liaz and Regali, a decision to make. Is it a safe call or is it an attempt?
I've got 3 choke points to worry about, and I've got nowhere to move. This is an impossible situation. Good strike from sAw. They fell back from that catwalk kick they were posturing into, and now it's about taking some guns away if you're FlyQuest. There's one from Liaz. Falls immediately afterwards. And a 3rd round on the board now for sAw's Dust 2.
He might be required elsewhere.
And the timing of things, that mid-smoke, he's concerned about someone coming down ramp and just ripping his face off. Ooh, here's another upper dark push as well, but they didn't have the timing. They're going to swing into it anyways. They say, screw it. I don't even care that we missed the opportunity. I'm still going to try and force the fight. Goes against Ins. 5 on 4 in the favor of sAw.
Oh, Materis goes late to long, but Dexter was in the position to spot him, trying to join his teammates on this attack. Agile now accelerating. Final 30 seconds of this round left in round 11. And look at Liaz biding his time. Tucked in Gandalf, peeks into the open, denies access for Agile. And now with 3 players still fighting, on Story trying to keep his team in this, but pushing through. It's Roman's flick down and Roman's flick up. And from the ruins he will rise, but it's SHR in the 1v1 with 14 seconds, and yeah, that's the big problem here. It's the time to get back to that bomb. And Regali's just going to wait at short side. He has to get into the site. 5 seconds, there's not enough time now. He has to kill. He has to get the kill. And Regali's running away, and he can't get there in time. So SHR, the time will betray him by seconds, and he gets around the corner before going down after the time. Long take coming out here for sAw. And it's a full commitment. All 5 players coming here to the last round of the half. But look how quick this flank is. Dexter's been so active throughout this half so far, and he looks to try and continue that right to the bitter end. And if he's fast about this, they will not be ready for the timing of how quick he's on this long flank. No one's watching it right now. That back player, Roman, is supporting his teammates, but he's gone back to look at the flank now. He's gone back to adjust his gaze. He's got that kill on Dexter, but now he needs to come back and help his teammates. 3v3 to close this half. FlyQuest coming in on the retake attempt. They've got 2 smokes left, that's all. And they've got to use them effectively. One goes down in default. And they're starting to move closer into the site now. Here comes the swing from Agile. Great shot. Liaz gone. In's inside of the bomb site now. He's low and gone too. It's all Regali. And the op chimes in with one. Needs this follow-up. And Regali's not going to land it straight away. But time is the problem. And it eludes Regali this time. It's not on his side. And sAw, with a jumping Glock at the end, secure themselves a 4th round to close out this first half.
Yeah, really, really hard fought. And you could see Roman. He's obviously happy he got some kills to close out the half and some impactful rounds, and especially one here in this to protect the long flank. But overall, a really, really tough half for him. 3 defenders at this A-bomb site, all 3 positioned at the railing and out towards long along the wall. You'll have SHR with a really quick rotation when this hit comes in.
Roman dead now, of course. Dexter and Regali coming in with 2 great openers. SHR only 1 pick from the USP so far for the defensive sAw. But maybe another one. And absolutely he will get another one. So 3v3, thank you to SHR. And sAw, oh, they still got more in them. Story, long range. Agile now coming in as well. Oh, it's all falling apart for FlyQuest. In's on the long flank, up through short. Defuse stuck, and Agile just turns back and bangs off his head.
If they come all the way back, take the lead, and end up winning this map in series on Dust 2 and your FlyQuest, like, think of the way they've lost both maps in this series. It's going to be such a shitty night. It actually makes me feel bad thinking about it. I don't want anyone to go through that. Good shot from Story with the op, and this is the first gun round, starting off very quickly in a man disadvantaged situation. It has pulled SHR out of the B bomb site. Only Agile here to defend against this. Deep into the site. He's got to smoke himself. It comes down. It's too deep. They're going to disrespect it.
Agile waiting. Oh my God, goes into the open and destroyed. So 4v3, currently favoring sAw in numbers, but FlyQuest could get into the B bomb site and make things a little more difficult, and that shot certainly is going to help. Ins through the smoke, Materis out of there. And now a consideration to be made. Do sAw want to go for this round win?
I think
they're getting players into the tunnels quite quickly, but they have an AWP in the back of Story, so it's going to be grouped up with Roman. There's a smoke flash, but it's all in the tunnels, and that smoke is going to fade away at the doors soon. SHR's got into it. Vexite waiting for the fadeaway. Taking their time here, sAw. SHR slips the net, and look at that. He's got one on Ins. Vexite trying to move out of the doorway. It's a good move for Vexite. Gets up to the window. Regali making sure he capitalizes on that distraction, and the retake is unsuccessful. FlyQuest go to 9.
Yeah, they lose a lot, but they got the money to sustain it. I'm not against the idea. It's kind of a bummer. They were in pretty decent positions. You had the AWP wrapping around towards Hull to pin down the back plat player, but they couldn't get a peek out of him.
Roman, good shot, getting traded though. So the long fight is a 1-for-1, and FlyQuest have committed everybody here. So a timer on the play when you've got 4 players out long and no control of middle or the tunnels. And we see that Agile's already moved into tunnels, so he's got the information that that is clear, allowing FlyQuest to commit the rest of their resources to defend this A bomb site. Gap in that smoke, and Regali's going to use it perfectly.
I will say though, that's the final smoke available to FlyQuest.
Not a lot of time here, 20 seconds. Smoke used up, blasted open. Here FlyQuest go, they have to cross with it now, and the bullets are spraying through, none of them connecting. FlyQuest have the gap to move through. Dexter, great shot, but traded by SHR again. And he has been the danger man for this side. The plant is coming in, despite the jumping kill coming through again. It's in, still getting that plant locked in. Now it's on his teammates, and Matiris has an isolated fight against Liaz, one in which he will win. But SHR goes around the corner before Matiris was ready to combine with him. And now it's a clutch against Regali, who just hides. He's buying time. He's pulling Matiris closer. And if he can get him to come deeper long, the chances of getting back to the defuse dwindle. And Regali nails the shot on the peak.
Yeah, man. I mean, you just that kill, that story gives up the swing after the smoke plumes, and you don't really know what the angles are going to be around that smoke. That's a nice, easy one. And that's basically the signal to Dexter, like...
All right, FlyQuest looking to close out Dust 2. Get us on to Ancient. Matiris has other ideas, though. Good opening kill on Liaz.
To everything else, but it's left a massive gap in the middle of the map. And if FlyQuest keep pushing forward to exploit this behind the smoke, it's an issue. So just now the long flank is coming in. There's a timer on this, but this must be a convincing attack.
Vexite charging in with the bomb in his back, gets caught for the flash just as he comes through those double doors. SHR in the cleanup, and Regali nowhere to be seen.
All right, what do you think, Dinko? Is this the moment? Is it comeback time? Is this the Inferno moment of Roman? Now sAw 5 in a row needed for overtime, and they've got a chance to turn this around. Thankfully for them, there's no split coming from long. It's a massive bodies on catwalk, so they might get away with it here.
Catwalk execute, deploy. Here comes Matiris to try and put an end to their attack into the open. Oh, it's not so clean. He lost control of the AK, did not tame the beast. And now a 1v3 for Stories AWP to keep the dreams of sAw here on Dust 2, and he is so far away from being in a tantalizing position. FlyQuest have come in swinging on Dust 2, led by Dexter. In particular on that CT side, very proactive. On the T side, huge openings. Exciting style from FlyQuest, and it's kept him alive in the tournament.
Yeah,
Story's going to come over and give this a go. He walked past the kid.
It's a really nice game from Dexter, and he came into this with the attitude of we don't need to be so concerned about these guys that we have to take the perfect fights and the perfect peaks. Not everything has to be perfect. Let's just go flex on them and show that we're not afraid of them. And Dexter was really the only one doing that, and it created a lot of space for his team. So a very good map from Dexter. Good calling on the back of it as well. And that's FlyQuest this time not dropping the ball to take us to a third map.
They're going to be setting up for the 8 play. There's Matiris at the front of the attack. Ballman is back, and 2 defenders here for FlyQuest. First fight goes down at B lane. It's Roman just staying alive, tucking in the corner. The ball is now accelerating out with 3 players into this A side. 1 in the temple, 1 close to the wall, and with that smoke going down, the rotations coming over, sAw better get out of there.
Well, FlyQuest better get out of there. All 5 players have evacuated away from B, back towards middle. Oh, they're going to reconvene right into the stack, right into the push. They found Vexite, who's got to be confused about why they've come back, and all of a sudden it's a slaughter. Somehow this is worked out in the favor of sAw until Regali steps up to the plate. What a quad kill with the USP, and poor Story has an open B bomb site but no teammates.
Might not be the end of the story, though. The bomb is down in elbow. He's got 50 seconds to make it work. And Regali's hard work could be undone, but this crossfire looks strong, but they're broken apart immediately. Story has the read. He knows the position that Inns is likely playing, and he's got a 1v1 here. He gets away, he gets to the bomb, and now it's truly on. Now this clutch is truly on for Story. He climbs up on top, he reloads his quill, and he runs off into the site.
I'm surprised Inns didn't challenge a little bit more on that jump up, try and find the timing to kind of get him in a position where he's jumping up on the box. Now walking all the way around through CT spawn, and Story is well aware.
Oh, he peeks into the open, and with the clock, he'll rewrite the end. Flash out from Dexter, looking for the peek in towards elbow here against Matiris. Regali, common angle for the AWP to be in. Quickly drop back to Donut after you peel away with the first, and it's great usage of the angle. Regali sees that they aren't pressuring him, so he wants to change it up and once again go a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, well, look at the mid.
Goes a little too far. Agile's waiting.
Look at mid. Look at mid. They're attacking into CT spawn right now. That's a good kill from Liaz, and Mutiris does not want to press the issue and go for a trade. So it all falls onto the hands of Dexter to defend from Donut. Mutiris swings in where there's 3 players who've arrived, and defense holding really strongly for FlyQuest.
Yeah, Agile 1v4 total. It would be the ace clutch if you're able to pull this off. They're all coming in from 3 CT. And Agile's going to catch them. Blinded, it's awkward and so close. 1 HP on Inns. Would have come down to a very winnable 1v1 against Liaz.
Instant, same with elbow smoke. sAw is going to rush the A bomb site. So let's check out the protocols of FlyQuest. Just now, nope, not even now getting a player into Donut, but I think they're going to be very aware of what's already transpired. Utility dump from sAw's T side, going to give the advantage to FlyQuest and utility on the retake. But it's a 5-on-5, make that a 5-on-4.
Oh, through the CT smoke fade, Regali able to catch Story. So kills now even in the 4v4, but another victim found inside of Donut, and that's a retreat call for FlyQuest. They're going to fall back. The chances in the later round, but sAw off to a hot start here on Ancient. 4-1 up.
Terrorists win.
There goes Matiris, aggression into middle, climbing up onto the boxes to join his teammate and try and split this peek in towards Cave. And Vexite just jiggling with it. They smoke out the entrance to Jag and send a couple of bullets back through that spam. Oh, Vexite, good peek, good timing. Roman goes down, opening kill here for FlyQuest.
Oh, this is Mutiris just decides to bully his way through it, runs through the bullets.
We've got time to pause, and you can see sAw just going silent as they get ready to go into the B site. That is an important fight to pick up here for Story. Takes a lot of damage, goes down to 3 HP. In's going to burn him out, but the grenade gets there instead. And now with 35 seconds left, the smoke blocks out the B ramp play, and now they've got to change it up. And just as they're trying to fall away, Dexter got a wallbang kill on Agile.
Okay.
So it's all falling apart here for sAw.
Mutiris has got to be he missed his chance. He missed his chance. That would have been the one that made it all possible, but the bomb hits the deck in a second round for FlyQuest. sAw has run out of options entirely.
And that's more like it. Urcast likes what he sees.
Well, I mean, in that round,
applause.
FlyQuest stopped them everywhere they went, right? Like, they got out mid, but you stopped them trying to get into Jaguar, stopped them trying to get up B ramp, stopped them trying to push through Red Room. So yeah, everywhere they went, FlyQuest had somebody there with 1 kill and just got whittled down until they had no options. Peace.
Vexite in the cubby, they're not going to check in, so they line up. Vexite deals with him. Proves to be a threat. Roman wrapping around the site. His teammate charging through that smoke with a Tech 9. Here comes the rotation back. Liaz and Regali now have to go for a retake because that bomb plant is secured. The grenade, though, is it enough?
Oh, my lord.
2 HP on SHR, but he's still standing. And he is still fighting. Regali coming to finish him off with the AWP. He'll go again, and Regali showing us a little bit of style. It's Story fighting on. Damage done, but not enough to bring down Regali. The second out time of asking, sure. But it's Liaz to use his teammate as a distraction to close out the round win for FlyQuest.
There's one you needed if you were sAw. You put yourself in the bomb site with a man advantage, get some good kills on the entries into the B bomb site, and still cannot close things out. A very nice 2v3 retake.
Oh, a little bit of spam towards Agile. Here comes Story into the donut. Liaz just up the right side. Good pick. It's going to work out. Okay, Liaz. 4 line up in the blink of an eye. And Regali to close out the final. Great work from Liaz. Just shreds them.
Yeah, that's a huge lineup and a massive quad kill for Liaz. And importantly, it makes that round so easy. Only Liaz actually falls at the end of the day, so some money gets to build up. And they'd love to turn this into a split towards the B bomb site, as Agil, Roman, and SHR align at the bottom of the ramp.
sAw with a great opener. Now space being taken off the back of it. SHR not stopping, not slowing down. Goes into the attack. Ins at Cave. SHR to drop him. Mutiris combining through the red play. And Liaz is so far away from the action. And just like that, over the last 2 rounds, sAw have been able to ignite back into the game and tie this score lineup.
Yeah, and I mean, they get a bit of a gift here with Regali just kind of burning inside to the Molotov, blinded as well, and just stands in the flames and goes down. How do we open this one up? Fast smokes from both sides, no pressure up middle. It comes a little bit later with flashbangs. It's Mutiris to gain that stats at elbow and now swing out a little bit wider with protection from the smokes, and he's been able to get this quite a bit throughout this half. FlyQuest haven't been super aggressive behind that early utility.
Here comes the attack. Vexite in the middle of the bomb site. Here comes the bomb attacking in towards Vexite. Regali's alongside of him. And we got Story, Mutiris, and Roman in this 3v4 trying to turn this back for sAw. And that grenade, it might have been able to put them in the right direction, but this aggressive move from Mutiris, the round lives and dies on this play. And he's able to get out of there. So the round is still on here for sAw. A great shot from Story, trade it back. Mutiris changes his position, but still effective on the long push forward. Now a shot from Story rings out, and it's all about the flank from Dexter, but Story's got the read. And he's got 3 kills to round out the round and give his team Vexite and Liaz coming in between them. It's going to be SHR, Roman, Agile having to pull back against some weaker guns. FlyQuest have done a pretty good job of putting themselves in a competitive position, but that gets removed immediately thanks to Agile with a double kill through CT. So back to favoring sAw.
I guess they must have seen the opportunity of no smoke down to like really try and press the issue, but that was bold and it's backfired on them due to a double kill. Okay.
There's a pick from Ins, so back on again, 2v2.
Okay.
Oh my god, they're giving it back.
Why?
Hello, have the round, here it is.
Why?
Agile 1v2 now, he's gonna wait at Brokey.
Why?
And that defuse tapped is gonna pull his attention. He's gonna start shooting soon.
Why?
Oh god, they can just get on the defuse. They can just get on the defuse. He's just gonna hold it. Oh god, they give it back.
Why?
You just give it back. And now we've got a tied game, Jason.
Why?
I don't have the answers for you, really. Yeah. Oh well, here we go, second half underway. Got a molly for Vexite, 1 for Ins, and a smoke alongside of it. Here goes Liaz. It's a good 1-for-1. SHR able to come back and respond immediately, though, so just keeping it even. Keeping the job done. We got Ins having to toss out the util. He's in that execute position. Behind those doors in the corner. B execute coming in. Molly's going to follow. And SHR is just trying to stop them from getting safely up the ramp. Oh, they had a mid-lurk as well. They had Dexter trying to come out of elbow, but he's been taken out. Mutiris now looking up towards heaven. He's spotting FlyQuest arriving here, but Agile just tapping away with that P2K. We go under a minute on this clock, and Story still connecting shots. Bomb down in mid now for Vexite in a really difficult 1v3 situation.
Alrighty. Dooley's in hand. Then he's not going to get going. Story shuts it down before things can begin, and that's another pistol for sAw. All right, gun rounds underway. Deep utility from both teams. MIBR is going to push up aggressively behind elbow. It's broken open, but blinded is Dexter as he turns the corner. Thankfully, Liaz is there, and with the damage done from the Molotov as well, MIBR is tagged up pretty low, and he's sticking around for quite some time.
And now he slowly backs away.
And Heaven's been exposed this whole time. They could have easily pushed and wrapped upon him. They're a little bit worried about Jaguar. Obviously don't want to cross that, but MIBR may be a little bit fortunate to be able to get away safely. The whole defense is shifted over to the B bomb site. MIBR, as that donut defender, has slipped into Red Room. They wanted to execute some aggression, but Regali's still looking for it.
Three off of that, 50 seconds, here comes Ins. A little bit of a gap, and he'll use it effectively. Regali following up as well. 45 seconds. MIBR was so low and damaged in mid early, and he hasn't really left that position. So FlyQuest are going to get a 7th round here.
Ooh, late peek from Red Room.
Dexter.
Yeah, they didn't expect that, but now they've spotted 2. And this is going to be a fight that sAw has to commit to. MIBR down now means they can back off. Early kill given up, but SHR is going to come back for more. So 4v5, but they're in decent positions. They have SHR coming over towards Temple. You've got Agio with the MP9 close up towards A main. The smoke is about halfway through, and when it fades, you even have a third player. Roman has shifted over. sAw's reading this perfectly.
Agile. Here he goes. MP9. Low HP. Dead first. Damage done to the second. Finished off by Roman from range at CT, and that is the bomb. That is a problem. In's trying to get back over and join his teammates. He's burning. He's burning. He's a long way off. Regali's confused, and 20 seconds left. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. They can't win this round. It's done. It's all about elimination. They just have to hunt down the kills. And Roman, he's got another one. It's just In's going for the 1v2 with 10 seconds on this clock. Just hide. Don't give him a chance. And they won't. They won't. They hide in the temple. Roman's got the headshot to confirm it. And it's just sighs of relief all across the board. sAw versus FlyQuest, 9-7 lead for the Portuguese going up against FlyQuest. We were down to pistols. Now the question, the burning question, was were they going to buy into the tech pause? And they have decided to go for a half investment and not throw everything in. And it may work because that Tech 9 nearly takes a Roman out of them.
Okay, well, the op has a deep angle. Oh, my Lord. And Stories had a hot hand throughout a lot of this. That is a brutal way to lose the op. SHR still here to close the gap. It's still not going to be easy for FlyQuest, despite the fact that they found an opening on the offer. Bomb site overrun. Bomb to be planted, but plenty of utility and plenty of rifles left to retake this site.
Damage done. Onto Liaz, but he's still standing, still fighting. And now Roman's turn. He's on low HP. His teammates cleaning up the rest of this post plan for FlyQuest. It's Vexite 1v3. Oh, nice little nip out. Oh, the Tech 9's got another one. And can Vexite feasibly close this round with a Tech 9? Bullets coming past him. Looking very suave in the clutch. It's a 1v1 now for Vexite on the Tech 9. And that is beautiful from Vexite.
God damn, they needed that. That's an incredible clutch from Vexite, but boy, if you're sAw, man, yeah, that's a head and hands. That's a migraine kicking in right now, right between the eyes for Roman. That's a round you absolutely cannot give up.
That might just break sAw for a little bit here. Their minds might just be shattered by the fact that they have conceded that. How have they let it go? How have they let Vexite get away with this?
I don't know, man. That Tech 9 just sings in this round. That's a nasty shot on Roman, but boy, this should have never been possible. He's got one bullet. One bullet, and he drills Agil at the end. Woo. God damn.
That is sick. That was so sick from Vexite. Tech9s can look real good, but Materis wants to show us the 5-7 can do the same.
Or they just duck out that long smoke early, give away the indication of where they're coming. 30 seconds left on the clock. And yeah, sAw is going to over-rotate as soon as this utility is spotted flying over the walls. Molotov into the bomb site. sAw for the moment content to try and play a 5-on-4 retake. They've got no counter flashes, nothing to delay. And here comes the progression. So sAw waits for the smokes to fade, and then it's on.
Plant denied. Plant denied. 8 seconds on the clock. Not a lot of time. You've got to get to it now, and just enough time for Vexite. USP in as well, and they need him again. And this time he can't do it. Oh, the clutch from Vexite into losing against Pistols.
Molotov to allow Vexite to lead the way closer in towards Cave, closer into an attack on the B bomb site, but on that timing, smoke is dropped, so he'll be stalled out for the moment.
Here comes in, over the top, just in below him is Materis, who's taken Dexter out at elbow. Materis has got a second, finally dinked. Materis is fighting on though. He got all 3 in that mid-engagement.
He's got the bomb
He got all 3. And the bomb. It's just, he's done everything.
Yeah, and then the follow-up smoke as well. So, I mean, you're at 40 seconds when that smoke, comes up, and all of a sudden you got to wait 15 to 20 seconds before you can really do anything about it, and then you got no time to pick up the bomb and get anywhere. So, Liaz and Vexite in a critical round to concede 12 over to sAw, series and elimination point over to sAw, you have to save your weapons. It's the only option.
Devastating moments here for FlyQuest as elimination now looms. There's not much to work with going into the next round here. They've got to hope for a miracle comeback. 4 rounds needed in a row just to get it into overtime. They hunted, they applied pressure to Vexite. He'll hang on to the AK-47. What?
Yeah, don't worry. Don't be concerned. Materis, Daddy's here. He's going to take care of the situation. All right, it's got to be 4 in a row for FlyQuest, and it's got to be the cleanest rounds we've seen throughout this game. Nothing suggests that's going to be possible. Vexite brought down to 35 HP, stopped by a Molotov. This route he's run has taken all of his HP away.
Roman going for the spam down through the wood, realizing he can't fully commit to it because he could get pushed. They know exactly where they are on the other side of that smoke. They're going to start moving as a pack up towards Red Room. More pressure being applied by FlyQuest. Oh, the flank SHR on the aggression through a main around the back of elbow. It's a huge play for SHR to make in a round like this.
Yeah.
At this point in the game.
That throws so much chaos into it as well. Oh boy, Regali's got a deagle. That story to go down again. He's been picked off by the Deagle with the up one more time. All right, so Regali has kept FlyQuest in this at a 4-on-4, and now sAw have no idea where the next hit is to come from. The B defense has backed off, the A defense is passive in Temple, and they're going to try and find information over in Red Room, but AK's staring them in the face.
Materis looking into middle. Oh, it's a little bit of a fumble for Materis. Agile doing his best, but there's low HP on the defense. SHR, who took damage from the elbow fight, he's towards main, and they have that info. They know this is where he should be. And SHR is going to wait inside of the smoke at main. They're going to start planting. Dexter fighting on. No denial of the bomb plant. Dexter an in-step up. And FlyQuest do not die in this round. They're still going. Now they've got AKs on everybody.
And money's tight for sAw. So you win this round, and overtime is a very real possibility.
Here they come up the ramp. Vexite charging in. Agile waiting. Just that first pyramid. It's going to work out here for Materis and Roman stepping up together. And they're not going to allow FlyQuest through. It is Dexter 1v3 to keep his team in this competition. Otherwise, they go out 0-3 in last place against a sAw who will not be playing together in the future. Against a team many are calling a dead squad. And Dexter is being peppered. Not allowed to move, stuck in position, and it's SHR to drop him. sAw will eliminate FlyQuest from the competition here, PGL Cluj-Napoca. And for FlyQuest, it is disastrous. For sAw, it is survival.